Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another edition or another episode of Read With Me. I am your host, Kelly Michelle. What Read With Me is that we are reading together separately. So I have chosen a book for the month of February and we're reading it together each week, 3 times a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I will post my thoughts, reflections, and what's going on during the chapters that we have read together. So this month we are reading, I'm like, what side did I put the book on? The Perfect Marriage by Jeneva Rose. And so our last conversation, I shared with you my thoughts or just shared the story of chapters 1 through 6. And so today we'll be going over chapters 7 through 12. And just as a warning, I will be sharing the story. So if you are new to this channel or just following along, reading together separately, if you do not want any spoiler alerts, I really encourage you to read these chapters before I discuss them so that you're caught up. So chapters 7 through 12 are really short. And one thing I will say about this book, that the length, because it's 64 chapters in this book, the length of the chapters are very variable. Sometimes the chapters can be like 1 or 2 pages, and then some of them can be much longer. But these particular chapters, 7 through 12, were extremely short. So just kind of going over, the last time, the end of chapter 6, we were shown that Adam had been approached at his home by the police, and so they want to bring him into the police station for questioning in regards to his mistress, which we learned her name was Kelly, that something has happened to her. You know, she has been murdered, is which he'll find out here in chapters 7 through 12. So it opens up with Adam is now at the police station, and he is being held at the police station for questioning. And Adam's reaction to the different questions that the police are asking is confusion. He doesn't know why he's there. He doesn't know what happened to Kelly. And he is continuously expressing his level of innocence. So my question to you, when you are reading this and you're hearing Adam just expressing his level of just confusion, did you believe him? Do you believe him? Do you believe that he had no idea why the police came to his house, that he doesn't know what's going on? Do you believe him? So as we progress in reading these chapters, we now see that Sarah becomes informed that Adam is at the police station and that he's been taken into custody. And so Sarah's reaction is definitely one of shock. She has no idea like what's going on. And I can just imagine, if I was in her position, just how many different emotions, I would be feeling. Confusion is something that comes to mind. I would be feeling afraid, like, what is going on? Having a level of fear, maybe a level of doubt as far as like, not my husband, not Adam. He has never shown any type of tendencies to break the law or to do anything like that in the past. I mean, they had just celebrated their 10-year anniversary. And so I think there was a lot of surprise there. And nonetheless, Sarah is informed that Adam is in custody and is at the police station. So Adam is in the interrogation process, is provided crime scene photos of the murder of Kelly. And that's where we see his emotion of just being so distraught, because he shares with us in these beginning chapters of this book that he was in love with Kelly. He really loved Kelly, and that he saw a life and a future with Kelly. So he is very broken and very sad, to hear about her murder. So now that Adam has been informed about the gruesome crime scene in regards to Kelly's murder, he wants Sarah to be, his attorney. And I can't imagine, so I want to pause here and just ask a few questions. How would you feel if you were in Adam's shoes? First of all, your wife is a very high-powered defense attorney. And you also know that she is going to find out about your affair and the reason why you're down there to begin with at the police station. What type of feelings would you have if this was something that happened to you? Would you even call your wife? Like, that yes, she's an attorney, but then also too, that you're going to be exposed. So nonetheless, because Sarah was informed that he was in custody and he does ask to meet with his attorney, Sarah and Adam meet face to face. And Sarah, because we talked about how she is a very type A personality and also just a brilliant attorney, is able to switch off her being his wife and switch into the mode of being his attorney. And I was thinking about that, like, could I do that? Would I be able to switch off who I am and my connection to this person and be able to just go straight into the mode of being a professional and being an attorney? And so that's how we will end chapter 12 is, Adam has to really come clean and share with his wife why he's there. And now Sarah is operating in her profession as an attorney to address this. So I am very curious as we move along into chapter 13 through 18, how this all unfolds. How is Sarah going to be able to be her husband's defense attorney? How is Sarah going to react to the knowledge that he has had an affair, is having an affair? How is Sarah going to be able to handle this emotionally? Because even though she, is a very well put together person, she's still a human being. So I'm very interested to know how this is going to affect her emotionally. And then also too, Adam, what is Adam feeling? How does he feel about Sarah now? What are the emotions that he is experiencing, because this is a person that he loved is now deceased. And so I'm really excited to get into chapters 13 and 18, and hopefully we have some more answers to those questions. As I always wrap up, as I'm getting close to wrapping up, I like to encourage you to read. So read to sharpen your mind, whatever time you have allotted. Thank you so much for going on this journey with me today. If you are enjoying this book, please comment, share with me your thoughts about what happened in chapter 7 through 12. Share with me what you think is going to happen as we progress through this book. I love to hear from you, and I love to hear your comments. Also, like, share, comment, and subscribe if you are really enjoying this channel. I appreciate all of your support. It does not go unnoticed. And as I end every episode, once again, thank you for joining me today, and until next time, happy reading.